Oh, geez, there's a bunch of people here. Oh, geez. Oh, no. And there's everybody. Everybody wave. They can see us now. Say hello, guys. How you doing? I guess I'll be the host from Providence. The guy that most people don't know is going to be talking the most, but here's the guys here. Say
Who
hi,
are you?
guys.
Yo. Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
What's
everyone.
happening?
Happy birthday, Maria Britt Peterson Clark, who's watching.
It's Maria Britt Joyce Peterson Clark.
Damn it.
To you, John.
Missed a name.
Terry's wife's birthday. So everyone, you can hear us, everyone? John?
Yeah, everyone should. Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
cool. I can't tell if we can hear us.
Great.
All right.
So this is like one of those things where we don't know exactly what we're doing. We're trying to figure this out as we go. We have a couple of things planned, but
Well, so much for the fake it till you make it, Jesse.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know.
Is this our first live stream ever?
This is the first live stream ever, and it's going really great so far. There has been very little technical difficulties in the first 2 minutes. So it's
Terry,
great.
behind the scenes, Terry has been scrambling to get everything set up, and he's done a heck of a job.
What I determined that I didn't have.
Wait.
I'm seriously turning off your phone. I feel
That
like
was amazing.
That was Alexa.
Alexa.
Go over and unplug Alexa. My kids are calling us on Alexa. While we're out.
Sam, where are you at? You can't go into your bedroom, Sam.
It's dinner time. Debbie, get down here.
Someone said they can't see us, but I don't believe that. I think everything's fine.
Carter and I are watching this. How trippy is this to now watch yourself watching yourself watching yourself?
When will then be now?
Soon.
Soon.
So it appears to be working here.
All right, great. I think it's working. I'm gonna zoom in on you guys a little bit, get everything all good and set. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. You got a nice professional second camera angle there. John's a little cut out of it, but that's all right.
No, it's fine. I don't think anybody's going to complain.
I will.
Where are the questions for us, everybody? What's everybody up to?
Are you asking us?
No.
No, I'm asking them. It's 95 degrees. I don't know if you guys can see in the background. Well, you guys can't see in the background, but I have a fireplace going, a fake fireplace. So it's pretty cool.
It's so fake hot in here.
It was supposed to hit 102 in Richmond today. I don't know if it actually got there, but that's what they said on the news this morning.
So let's talk about the weather. Sorry, you cut out for a second there, Terry.
Yep. Currently feels like 103.
Yeah, it's hot.
That's it. That's what it says.
So I got a bunch of got audio, no pictures coming in the comments there, Jesse.
Yeah, that can't be true.
I'm going to say user error.
Can't be true.
No.
That's something you're doing. Back out, get back in.
Hit refresh.
Hit refresh. Where did the name?
I only have 2 drinks, Martin Hendrickson.
People want to know where the name Carbon Leaf came from.
Next question.
Next question.
Oh,
I think I addressed that on the podcast one time. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
We stopped answering that question in 1998.
Yeah. There's a guy with a carbon fiber hood and a bunch of leaves falling, and that's how it came. So Barry, do you want to talk about the Kickstarter, that we got going on right now, and how it's doing?
Oh, the Carbon Leaf one.
That's all right. You guys can just talk amongst yourselves. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll talk about it.
sorry.
Kickstarter is rocking.
What's going on? What's the question? We're serious. Let's do this.
So the Kickstarter campaign, how's it going? What's happening with it? What can people do? What can people do to get involved, and what's available?
Well, the Kickstarter we launched almost 8 weeks ago or something like that, and we're in our final week this week. It's been quite a journey for.
Oh, good God!
Turn your damn volume down. Happy birthday to Evan, just for Tanza there. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been intense. We have this very kind of comprehensive purge of new stuff with a Blu-ray disc of a bunch of songs that we recorded last spring down at the beach in a cottage with a multi-camera shoot right off of the heels of a tour, which was super intense. And it's got a lot of cool stuff in there and some behind-the-scenes content and all. Plus, it's a double live audio disc, so kind of a live album and a movie all in one. And then, of course, the thing we're really also excited about is the Hunting Ground, which is Gathering Volume 2. We just got these back from the press a couple days ago. Super excited to share this music with you. It's been a while since we've had some new songs out. So these two kind of audio visual projects are part of the Kickstarter offers, which ironically is to support fundraising for next year's rock album. So I know a lot of you are kind of up to speed on all that, so I don't want to bore you with rehashing all that. But the Kickstarter's in its last week. It's been going great. We want as many Carbon Leaf backers as we can get to jump on board and get some cool limited edition things in addition to the music that we have on offer. So
if we get to 4,000 backers, Barry says that he'll tell you where we got the name Carbon Leaf.
That's the what do they call that when you unlock a reward or
a secret reward?
An Easter egg.
Yeah. So I got a question here from Adrian. When is the Charlottesville concert video going to be released? I'm assuming that Adrian was at the concert and knew that it was being filmed. I don't know if many people know that we did that. But what do you got to say about that, Barry, or you guys?
We are just now starting to kind of dig through the footage and kind of come up with a game plan. I think there was like six cameras on that, maybe 8 cameras. So there's a lot of footage to look at, and we're going to be working again with Rex Tees, who produced the Cottage Songs by the Sea project. So it's in good hands. And then Doug, our tour manager and engineer, is going to be handling the audio side. So I think in a few weeks we're going to.
Doug started texting us last week, and he's like, "Hey guys, when are you ready to start listening to Charlottesville?" Meanwhile, Barry and I are like drowning in Carbon Leaf Cottage still, and the Hunting Ground and the Kickstarter, and we're like, "Doug, I appreciate your enthusiasm. We're gonna be a few weeks before we start ready to listening down to Charlottesville, but it is being worked on. Doug's already done the first pass of mixing and stuff, and we're excited to check it out because the energy was huge that night, and I think it's gonna be a fun one to dig our teeth into.
Just to let everyone know,
I think it's sink our teeth into.
If you can't see the video or you can't hear the audio, make sure you can back in and refresh the page, and that seems to work just fine.
Awesome.
I had another question here, but I lost it. Oh, are we going to be? There's a question about if we're going to be in Jonathan's at the end of August, and I think it's probably a hard question to answer at this moment.
Well, it is. I mean, right now it's on the books and it's a go, but the models for any clubs that are actually open are still shifting daily, whether they're going to be open or whether they're going to be like at half capacity or a quarter capacity, or that particular one is a seated venue. So we are planning on making the trip. We've got that show. We've got the the Tupelo Music Hall drive-in show that weekend as well. So right now, and we're also trying to put together a drive-in for Massachusetts that we're working on right now in Manchester by the Sea. So I hope the weekend goes according to plan, and it all depends on how, if everything feels safe and the distancing is in place and all that. So I think definitely the drive-in is going to happen, and we're optimistic that Ogunquit will be happening as well.
If I had my way, I would play Jonathan's every night because I want that lobster.
The lobster, yeah.
That's Remember
That's
that?
a little bit. That gig's almost like the Blues Brothers for us, where we eat and drink more than. It's like you guys owe $50,000 in lobster and Bud Light.
So what I like to do is I like to go in the white whale and take the checkbook and write it on the dash while my brother starts the engine. It's just a thing we always do. The one year they had like the double lobster special. I felt like such an asshole. But
You got to do it.
you got to do it. They didn't have it last year. I'm pretty sure it was because of me.
Carter tried to order the Caesar salad, and I punched him. I was
We-
you're not ordering a Caesar salad at Jonathan's at
It's
Gunkwit.
balance, man. I got to balance you guys out.
Can I get a Caesar salad and a couple of chewy bars,
croutons.
please?
Yeah, got a couple croutons and a glass of water. Balance these
Could you
guys out.
could you put some chewy granola bars and some beef jerky in a bowl for me? Thank
Yeah,
you.
that'd be great. And I'll have some pistachios for dessert. Thanks.
Oh, man, you got.
I hate you
so-
guys.
Hey, you guys are very much. So, hey to Durango in Seattle, and we liked being on a label because it afforded us some things that we couldn't have done on our own. But I think we really enjoy the freedom of being an independent band because we can put out records when we're ready and when we want to, as opposed to being kind of on a calendar schedule with a label. So we like
Carter's getting
being able
sneaky.
to move around. I'm watching.
He's reading.
stuff coming
He's reading
by
his
here.
own
I know.
question.
Busting,
Yeah.
breaking records.
Carter,
Yeah, you
we
guys-
caught Carter in the middle of a lithium binge, apparently.
Hang on now. And while I'm at it,
We
and
like
Charlie Guthrie.
labels.
I'm going to deal with you later.
People are very confused of why you're wearing a scarf, Barry.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if we were going to be socially distancing from each other, so I wanted to be prepared.
That's a good call. That's a pretty
And
good call.
I have this pink scarf that Sweetbriar College gave us.
How can people get the Carbon Leaf face mask?
He has one.
Oh
Put one
yes.
on.
So
That's what I was saying earlier.
Put
I
it
had to
on.
run to I had this on because I had but the prototype I had was in the car, but I did run and get it right beforehand. And
So right now, it's part of our Kickstarter. Is the only way to get it. Get the mask was the question, I guess. But we hope to have them after the Kickstarter, just on our store as well.
yeah. So right now, so the story behind these masks is that we were on tour for the Brothers in Arms tour in March, and then 3 shows got canceled because the COVID thing, and so we had about 250. Yeah, we had about 250 shirts left over, long sleeve shirts, and we were like, well, let's make masks. So we contacted a friend of ours who is a embroiderer and clothier and guy in Richmond, Britt Sebastian with Haberdash, and he's like, yeah, I can make masks out of this. And so he came up with a cool design and got a die cast and cut about 5 to 7 masks from each shirt, depending on the size of the shirt. And they're actually even reversible. So this is all from our tour shirts. And there's going to be like 4 different designs because of the way, from where he cuts on the shirt. So you can collect all 4. Anyway, this is one of them. And it's also got some reverse action. And so we will see what we have after the campaign, of what's left over. And I think there will be some left over. Right now, the campaign, you can get one of the offers. You can get 2 masks,
Plus a whole bunch of
and a bunch of other stuff. So we bundled things together because we could efficiently ship things next week when the campaign's over, because we'll all be here and focused on it. And then we'll throw up the surplus up on the website. I'm not sure when that's going to happen because everybody's literally going on vacation August 1st for the month. So we have to get all of our shipping out for the Kickstarter within a few days' time, and then we'll deal with the stores as soon as possible. Hopefully at some point in August. But long story short, yeah, we hope there'll be some of these available, but I can't guarantee it that there'll be a lot left. So
Yeah, nice. Do you want to? Hey, how about John sets up the video, one of the videos that we have to share.
I thought for a second you were saying let's let like him set it up so that he can play it, and I was like, oh man, I am so unprepared.
I am not
for
prepared
this.
for this.
No one told me I had to do some tech stuff.
This is the dream where you're naked and you didn't do your homework, John.
You should see me right here. I have like levers and all kinds of stuff going on over here. So I'm pretty. You guys got to take over. So you set this thing up. You worked really hard on it. It was your brainchild. So it's all you. Go ahead.
I mean,
Excuse me.
nice of you to say. We when all this stuff happened, sort of saw people doing remote recording and all that good stuff, and putting videos together. And I thought, why don't we do one of the new tunes? It'll give us a chance to sort of practice it and let people listen to one of the new songs on the album for the first time. But we did it live in separate places and sent the audio to Doug, and then I did the video, and it was a total nightmare, and I lost sleep over it and a couple years off my life. So I hope everyone enjoys it.
Awesome. Yeah, I thought it came really good, and for those of you guys that didn't realize, this is a great. What?
What did you think it did?
It just did. It came out really good, and I'm excited to show you guys and play the video for you. So check it out. This is a new song, and it's done quarantine style. Carter, your phone's ringing. All right. There it is. It worked.
Awesome.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was
Good
great.
work.
That came out.
Good
That was
work.
really fun.
Good work, John.
This guy over
A
here.
lot of people really liking it. We got 483 Carbon Leaf lovers in the house here. So this is awesome. This is great.
All Kickstarter backers, I hope.
They better be. So a lot of the offers in the Kickstarter stuff that you guys are asking about in the comments there, they are available on the Kickstarter, and you can scroll through that and see what's available. A lot of those T-shirts and the face mask and all that good stuff that Barry was talking about earlier. Carter, people want to know how you are going to play that live when you have to have 20 fingers.
It's great because I've used my downtime to develop a new cloning technique. So you'll be reading about it in time. NASA's got the jump on it as well. But yes.
Time Magazine?
Yes, there'll be more me's soon.
I don't think Time's around anymore.
Is it not? Oh, it was about time.
Nice. I'm trying to find some of the.
So,
Can
to
you
answer his
imagine-
question.
Sorry. Can you imagine if we're like riding on the bus and there were more than one of any of us? It would be a total nightmare. I'd probably punch myself in the face.
Yeah.
I would definitely punch extra
like,
Carters in the face.
Other John, it's time to get up and drive. Other John, it's time to get up and drive.
John 3,
John-
it's your turn.
John.
What are you talking about, dude? I unloaded last
Getting
night.
into a Calvin and Hobbes.
We'd all hate the extra versions of ourselves more than extra versions of everyone else.
I wonder who would win in a jiu-jitsu grappling match, me or cloned me.
Or John 3. Who do you think it would be? You think it would be a tie every time, or you think
No one
somebody
no one can beat me. Those clones would be shadows of my real self.
It would be like global thermonuclear war.
But the clones think the same thing.
When we're playing live, obviously the songs are interpreted a little differently because we don't have 1,000 string instruments playing at once live as we're able to indulge. So in the recording, on Gathering One, I had some friends of ours do some of the extra strings, but they were all originally played by Carter and stacked. That was the original idea, is to have kind of a wall of sound, but with the string band stuff. So we did kind of a similar thing on this album, and we'll just find what the most important parts are.
And Carter's also done a really cool thing in the last couple of years, where he's spent a lot of energy and resources to figure out how to multiply his sound some. So speaking of cloning, he's actually he splits his signal, so might have an octave lower. If he's playing fiddle, he might have an octave lower and a fifth, or an octave higher. Might actually hear a big wall of fiddle, but it's all him playing live. But it's he's figured out some pretty cool, tricky ways to thicken out the sound a little bit. It's pretty neat, and he changes it up from instrument to instrument.
Still not as much fun as having the guys from We Banjo 3 play along and jam with us. So.
Yeah, they were on Gathering One, as you may know, and it added a really cool energy to it.
That was a real treat.
So we have a question about a pair membership. I don't know what that is,
Yeah.
Barry.
Yeah, I think they're probably referring to the Crowfoot and Key Society memberships.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good price point on our Kickstarter. It's like $300 or something like that. You get the membership, but you also get like the Blu-ray DVD, the Blu-ray disc. You get the Gathering album. You get the face mask, a T-shirt, a bunch of stuff. We actually have, these are orders that we have to fulfill so far on the Crowfoot. We've got a fair amount of crow's nests behind us that we're assembling little by little each day. The guys will come in for a few hours and we'll put some stuff together. As far as the memberships go right now, the Kickstarters, it's not really like a store where you can just kind of a la carte a bunch of things. The way they have it designed is that you come up with these kind of set reward tiers, and we wanted to keep it kind of tight to like 10, 11 offers, as opposed to just 25 different combinations. It's already a lot of information to take in. So if you wanted to get 2 memberships, you could do one of 2 things. You could sign up on Kickstarter under a different email address, basically setting up 2 profiles, or have someone sign up for you, and then just designate the member name that you want. Or you can go to our website where there's Crowfoot and Key Society memberships there, and you can get a single one, you can get a double one, you get a triple, or you can get 4. And with those prices there, they actually reduce in price if you get to 2, 3, and 4 memberships that way. So you can check that out on carbonleaf.com.
Nice. So where I'm going to do a little self-promotion here for the After the Gig podcast, because Barry, you're going to be on it in a couple of weeks. So if you guys are looking for more information and you want to check it out, and Barry, how did we do? How did I do?
Oh, it was great. We did that last night, right? Or should we say that?
Yeah, we recorded it last night. So
yes, we had a
here's the logo. This is what it looks like there for you guys in the bottom right-hand corner here. But go ahead, Barry.
Yeah, we had a good talk. I think we talked for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Terry was in the kitchen and cooking up like this amazing steak dinner, and he was like trying to get me in.
8 o'clock rolled around. You guys started around 6:30, and usually you do about an hour on the podcast. So at 8 o'clock, I started hollering out here on the Alexa, set the kids out to get Uncle Barry, and he's like, "We're still rolling." I'm like, "I got steak on the table, man. Get in there."
Yeah.
Scarlett made an appearance. She talked a little bit, which is pretty great. She
Nice.
showed everybody. Well, you won't be able to see it, but she had her cast with her broken wrist.
She's pretty
Fractured.
stoked. Pretty
Fractured
stoked. Pretty stoked with her purple waterproof cast.
Well, we hit a lot of topics. We kind of touched on a few things and then kind of drilled down on a few things. Talked about writing and just approaches creatively, and it was fun. I can't wait to hear it. I assume you edited it down a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh
Hopefully-
sure.
Hopefully I don't sit there and go.
If it was up to John, I would never edit anything, and I would get in probably a lot of trouble. But John and I are talking about doing another episode coming up soon. Those are crowd favorites, so I'm excited about that. I got some questions here. How far will you guys travel for 7K?
I don't roll over in bed for less than 10.
This the way the you're referring to the acoustic house party.
I assume so. Yeah.
And it doesn't include the travel, or if we had to add any production. Now we have like acoustic PA that comes with that, and it's good for kind of an intimate to, I would say, good size small party. And we just have to gauge the distance, and if it gets pretty substantial where we're factoring in a lot of extra time.
Also depends on if we can schedule it with some other stuff, if we can make it work with a couple other things in the area, or schedule it on a tour, or if it's like, oh, I got a one-off and you got to go to Alaska. Probably not for $7,000, but if we can fit it in.
Right. So travel distance costs and the time will kind of play a factor, but usually we basically just talk to you up front about that before you have to really, really commit and make sure everybody's comfortable with that, and then kind of just verify the expenses, But so sometimes it is on top of that. Sometimes it's not. It just depends on where we are, where you are, and how far apart we are.
But if you don't have that much for maybe like 6K, maybe the Carter and Terry Acoustic Thunder World Tour, just letting you know that we're willing to deal with you.
It's called strums and background vocals.
Strums and yeah, you get all the background vocals,
all the background vocals, and all the notes.
And all the notes.
That's right.
we got a good question here. It was COVID ?
It's a thing.
I heard something about that.
Seen it in the news.
Wait, what? Is there something happening?
It was just a question on the live stream. Was COVID ?
What else do we got here? Oh, people are
There's actually.
Go ahead.
Wait, stop. So I think we're about to ask the same question. I just want to feel useful. So people are asking if you're already a part of the Crowfoot and Key Society. Is something like the second version of Gathering coming to you, or what's the deal with that?
We are right on the same page there. I was exactly.
I mean, duh.
Yep. Boom.
Brain tube.
Yeah, we plan on sending the night before the campaign's over a digital download of Gathering Volume 2 to all members, and that's all members, whether you sign up for the Kickstarter campaign or whether you're an existing member, and so that way, I mean, we hope you're already a part of the Kickstarter campaign anyway for this one, but if you're not, and you just want to wait till the fall or something to buy things a la carte, that's certainly fine. But you'll get the digital download of Volume 2 hopefully on the Friday evening, this Friday, I guess. We better figure that out. Yeah.
Oh man, I figured it out. Don't worry about that.
Somehow it's gonna show up in your inbox.
I have dotted my T's and crossed my I's. Don't you?
I'm sure you'll let us know.
Speaking though of Gathering 2, maybe we should tell them. Should we tell them that we're gonna maybe release another song from Gathering 2 this week sometime for them to hear before?
Oh, Snapples
comes out. We were just putting together we listened to the songs.
The lyric video.
Not the lyric video.
Oh. What are we doing?
The audio. We're just going to release the audio version.
Yeah.
We don't have a lyric video yet.
Right.
But we were just going to release the audio of maybe another song, since some of you guys have heard Father's Pride live, and we just debuted the song. We'll also maybe tease another song out to you here this week. Pretty excited about this stuff. You forget about it. You work on so many other things, and then there's like, okay, we got to get ready to release this stuff. And I'm like, oh man, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. So I'm really excited for people to hear the new music.
So we'll do that on what is today? Monday. We'll do it on Wednesday.
Sounds like a plan.
How are we going to do that?
I don't know how we're going to do it. I have a question here
We're
from
gonna make a video, and we're going to post the video on our Facebook page, but we'll also post it on YouTube, and like Twitter and Instagram and all the places. So it'll be in all the places, but it'll be a video of the official audio. That make sense?
I don't know. Maybe we should just wait.
You can't do that to them now.
Do whatever we want.
Lynn Shirk asks a question here. Have you considered doing a live stream concert to make up for some of the shows you had to cancel? Which is what a lot of bands are doing. You guys can talk about experience with that. Barry and I talk a lot about it in the podcast coming up, but go for it. That's all you guys.
Well, there's been so much going on since we landed in March. Like, we literally came home from Massachusetts with the 3 shows canceled, drove straight home through the night, got in midday that Saturday, or no, that late night, got in early Sunday morning actually, and went right to work on the cottage project that we were kind of still very much in the middle of. And then since mid-March, it's just been nonstop about Gathering. It's been nonstop about cottage. It's been nonstop about coming up with, the mask idea or the elbow love, which we have working on this week. This is a little COVID accessory. So elbow love, when you're actually able to socially, mingle again, but you still have to be safe. This is your elbow greeting. It's got a pair of lips or a mustache on it, and you just bump elbows. So, hey man, like that. And then, so anyway, it's all this stuff's taken a lot of time, and the live stream thing, especially after the huge fall tour that we did in 2019, and then we went right back out on tour in January, February, March, and we were just like, let's just focus on this and not focus on jumping into the live stream. But we were
actually scheduled to be off and working on all this stuff anyhow, other than the few dates we canceled in March, up until about now. Now is when we're obviously done a bunch of rescheduling and stuff. But
July.
we had a lot of stuff that we had planned to do in April and May, and somebody had a baby, and we were having scheduling some time off. So it's been a lot of behind the scenes work. But we're definitely looking forward to maybe doing something soon or in the fall. We'll see how things go.
I'd also like to take the band on a mobile drive-in tour as well.
That would be pretty cool. I know a couple comedians that John and I listen to are doing drive-in tours, but I know they have to travel with a lot of production because it's not most places aren't set up for that kind of thing. But I'm definitely interested in what that looks like.
If you are in a town that we play often, if you have any contacts or resources for places that we could have a drive-in show, whether it's private land or someone with a business or a parking lot or something like that, email us and we'll take a look.
So there's a question here from Lynn. I think we may have answered this kind of, but she asks, if you're already a member of the society and you want the Kickstarter package that's for $800, is there a way to get everything but the membership for a lesser price? You can just give the membership to someone else. That's probably the best case scenario.
You can gift it to someone else, or have if someone wants to join that can have them kick in and help out. But right now, there's not a whole lot of changing of that data that we're able to really do.
Once you kind of set that up with Kickstarter, and once you're kind of locked in, so we can't really start splitting up things.
Yeah, you can't make really too many backroom deals with the model that they have. It's kind of run through them, and then it's processed through them, and then we have to send out a survey on Saturday once the campaign ends to get everyone's information. It's a pretty complex thing, so I know it's not perfect for everybody. Is that $800? Was that the lyric one as well?
That I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I would say if it's not fitting you perfectly, either maybe try to find someone that can jump in with you, or, again, just kind of wait till September to see how we have things laid out in the store. But it's a pretty economical way of getting everything, even though I know you're a member. So,
Charles has a funny question here. It's a Spinal Tap question. Have you lost more bass players or drummers?
Well,
we've definitely been through more drummers, just even in the time that I've been in the band.
I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on what era you go with. Because pre-John, we had like a string of bass players, but I feel confident in saying that this is the best. We're good. We finally locked in.
Oh.
Wow. No one's going anywhere.
I'm gonna get in a car accident on the way home.
No one.
Something goes sideways.
No one is
immediately
going anywhere.
No one's gonna go anywhere. Oh man, that's funny. Where was the question that I was looking for?
I have one. Pete from Omaha was asking if Gathering 2 and, for that matter, Gathering 1, are they going to be available on streaming services?
Yes, that was the question I was looking for, actually.
Like Spotify and Pandora and iTunes and all those things?
Jesse? I thought you had that queued up as an answer, a question you were going to answer.
No, I don't have the answer for anything, really.
This was actually...
Hold on, let me call Barry.
Why are you asking me, the guy in Providence?
Am I the guy that knows everything?
Someone said, Jeremy said, before you answer that, John, you had a baby? No, I had a baby. It's about behind me. And just to show you guys, these are a couple of onesies that I don't want to mention any names to leave anybody out, but a lot of really great people and fans have sent stuff over the last few months. Here's a nice shirt there. Barry and Terry and Carter and John and Daddy. and then another one that says "My Daddy Rocks," and that's being held over a box of Pampers and Freddie the Fox, who's my son's favorite toy. All right, go ahead.
While we're talking about kids, though, I think that all of our kids are watching. We mentioned Scarlett, but we should say hi to Sophie and Sutton.
Oh.
And we should say hi to Sam and Colin. I know they should be in bed, but they've been very patient, and they haven't pulled. I have an Ethernet cable running across my driveway and up my house, and they haven't pulled it out. So we're happy that they haven't sabotaged our live stream.
Gathering.
But now back to Pete from Omaha's question about streaming.
Gathering 1. And we apologize it's taken so long to get up on streaming, but Gathering 1 is going to be available on streaming on August the 4th. So that's a few weeks away. And then as far as Gathering 2, we'll get that. We will definitely get that set up quicker this time around. But right now it's not set up right now. So you have to
quicker
do some
than
stuff.
2 years.
You have to do some stuff, and then they tell you, "Cool, thanks. It'll take some time," and then, it's a process.
I just want to talk a little before we go in and set up this this next video. I just want to talk a little bit about the table that you guys have in front of you, and I want to know if John has enough drinks and if he needs anything else. And also, did you pay Apple for that product placement? And that's not my joke. That's somebody else's joke.
People are like, "Oh, beer and an apple? That's weird." I'm like, he's not eating the apple.
It's just there.
Dummies.
I thought that the table could use a little pop of some color. Plus, it was going to be the stand to put the CDs, so you could see the.
My mic was tipping
cover.
over, and I wasn't willing to commit my beer to it.
You did.
It's racked. It's a real. All right,
Here.
just put the apple back.
It's a Oh, you were serious.
Yeah. No.
I got it.
Yep.
That's good.
Thank you. Counterweight.
All right. Who wants to set up the next video from the cottage? We got a little sneak preview from the cottage.
Yeah, so that's a good segue. Speaking of Gathering 1
and apples.
Yes.
Never mind.
And yes, this song that we did for Cottage Songs by the Sea is on Gathering 1. It's called Wind in the Leaves, and maybe you've not heard it much, but here's a live version of it. Yeah, and this is off of Carbon Leaf Cottage, Songs by the Sea.
Here we go. I have to hit the button. Sweet. Here we go.
Wind in the leaves crawl from my bed. The forest floor opens itself to clear my dusty head. Wind in the leaves along a sylvan path. Your memories grow inside me like a knotted branch. Rushing by like a spirit, like a banshee through the trees, moving everything in sight, still sight unseen. Rushing by like a spirit, like an angel through the trees. Is that for me? Is that for me? Wind in the leaves along a sylvan path. Your memories grow inside me like a knotted branch. From somewhere on the forest floor, a muted roar, a muted roar. In the leaves, congregations in the grain, tripping over answered prayers, but washing out the bloody stain. Wind in the leaves, another season I begin to look around the lake of fire to touch the stones that bring me back. muted roar. A muted roar.
I love that. I love that Firebird that you play on that Carter.
Oh.
Sounds sick.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Oh, what's happened?
All right, here we
I
go.
was just telling you that I love that guitar. Eddie is asking. Eddie's asking me a question about that snare drum. So it's not a Black Beauty. It's a Ludwig Black Beauty. That drum kit is the one that I've been kind of traveling around with a bit with for the last year or so. That's a Ludwig custom maple, and the snare drum is a Wahlberg and Auger hand hammered drum, and that
sounds awesome.
It's super awesome. It's a hand hammered drum from Wahlberg and Auger, and it's a company out of Western Massachusetts.
That's not Marky Mark Wahlberg, right?
No, that's not Marky Mark Wahlberg. It's the other Wahlberg.
The Wahlberg.
Donnie.
Yeah, it's Donnie. He makes snare drums, and the other one makes hamburgers. Yeah. All right. What's next, guys? I got no plan. Where'd John go?
We're back. Oh,
John,
he's right back.
John
He
had
had
to go on
a
beverage run.
A B-double-E-double-R-U-N beer run? B-double-E-double-R-U-N beer run.
I got a La Croix.
Uh-oh.
A La Croix.
Nice.
I got the coconut La Croix, too. Pretty excited about it.
I hate the coconut La Croix.
Oh, you know what? Limoncello.
That's the best one.
That's the new flavor for me, but I can't find it. I found it once and then it like disappeared. I think it's like the Popeyes chicken sandwich where they had it for a week and then they got everybody hooked and then they like hid it. I think that's what I feel like they did with the limoncello.
So Wind in the Leaves that we just listened to there, a lot of people were saying, are you okay, John? Get out of there.
Boa can't hold a smoke. That's what it is.
A lot of people are asking, saying that they love that song and it doesn't get enough love. I feel the same way because I love playing that song live, and I think we should do it more.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to that?
I'm stoked with this version. Sounds so different than the record. The record has Fergal from We Banjo 3 doing a sweet fiddle solo, which is
so
awesome. It's so good on the record.
Oh my gosh.
But the song turns so different when Carter plays electric on it versus sometimes he plays fiddle on it, sometimes he plays bouzouki. But for the cottage stuff, he's like, why don't we try more rock and really dig the Firebird on that tune too. It's such a different, it's like they're two different songs. The album version with Fergal and the fiddle, and then the rock version with Carter and the Firebird. Pretty sweet.
That song crushes on the Firebird, I must say. When you brought that Firebird out, it was game changer.
Oh, it's so much fun though.
Someone wanted to know if I think it was Dan. Wanted to know if Terry only played Gibson guitars. I know the answer, but Terry, go ahead.
I also have a sweet Takamine that has been with me since '64.
That was the second one though. The first one completely fell apart.
Right? It is my second Takamine, but I've had this one probably since 2000, something like that, around that time. And I used the Takamine for drop D tunings when we play live. So the Gibson J45 is standard tune, so that gets played for most songs. But then when we do drop D songs like Raise the Roof or The War Was in Color or some of the stuff off Ghost Dragon. A lot of those tunes are drop D.
And any guitar nerds that are listening, that's actually a double drop D. He does both E's down to D.
Oh yeah, double drop D.
So lazy.
Double drop.
It is a little bit lazy, but totally sweet.
It sounds so good though.
But old guitar players, we never get old. We just lose the tension in our G string.
That made no sense and was kind of gross.
Definitely gross.
We're losing. And the longer we talk about guitars, the quicker we're going to lose most of our viewers.
The numbers are going down.
So, Terry, your kids are dying to come in and say hello.
Yeah, bring the kids in.
At the very end, which may be approaching quickly, we'll bring the kids in and maybe do something fun with all the kids.
We can watch the two boys fight it out.
We could watch the two boys.
They're good at that.
One of them, they were wrestling for points, and I don't know what their point system was today, but Sam, the youngest, was up, but then Colin pushed him and he bonked, and Sam bonked his head on the wall, and it was a little touch and go before swim team this morning with Sam.
Sam came in and told me.
John,
he
did you see this comment, John?
No, what did it say?
It says John's looking like he may drop D.
I've been known to drop D from time to time.
What a great comment.
Family show.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about here, guys. I think we got pretty deep into a lot of stuff.
We can save some for next time because I think we should definitely do this again. Maybe play some tunes next time. Maybe do some more of these remote videos for fun. But we've got a lot going on this week. So tune in Wednesday. We'll be debuting a new tune. Check out the Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this went pretty smoothly.
I need to invest in a headphone splitter. That's where my gear stuff is failing me. I actually sold my old headphone box to John Small Jr. from the Pat McGee band about a month ago. We hadn't touched it in over 10 years. And then today I was like texting Carter furiously a half hour before we went live, like, Carter, I need headphone splitters. I need all the headphone splitters you got.
So, John, if you're listening, we're going to need to buy that back. We'll pay you double market price for it.
I'll give you half of what you paid.
$20 we'll give you for it.
I'm just going to let people know that if they want to tune in to my personal Facebook page on Thursday, I do a live stream called Over the Hump where I play a bunch of songs. I play a couple Carbon Leaf tunes. And if you want to tune into that, happy to have you. Happy to join.
A lot of fun. We actually watched from the urgent care the other day when Scarlett broke her wrist.
Fractured.
What's the difference between fractured and broke?
It's broken.
Exactly the same. It's broke.
It's not broke.
It's not broke.
Tell her that.
So we were actually watching it in the waiting area actually, and it was pretty sweet. Scarlett was very excited. Do you want to come show off your cast? Yeah. Come back here. We're gonna make some room.
Oh, here we go.
All right. I'll have to use camera 2 for this one.
She's gonna come back. She's gonna come behind the table. Here come
the boys.
Here comes Sam and Colin.
Luna's right there.
We're gonna look at this forward camera. We're gonna look ahead of us.
Yep.
Colin,
and
let Luna in.
I got it. Go do it.
Luna's gonna trip over every chord. So if we lose the feed, because today is a big day because it's Luna's 14th birthday today.
14, huh?
Yeah, Luna's 14.
14 in human years.
14 in human years. That's right. So
I have proof from Olga Otter that a fracture equals a break all of the time. So what do you got to say about that?
Sam, where you at?
You showed it off? All right.
Boom.
And I know she's a doctor because I read her comment on Facebook.
Okay. The other, in addition to being Luna's birthday, it is also my wife Britt's birthday. So the kids were also going to, maybe we'd sing live here at the end if we're wrapped up. Do we have anything else we want to do before we wrap up here? We want to sing.
Here, Luna's coming.
I know, Luna went back in. She went back inside. Luna couldn't make it, which is good because Luna would trip over every chord in the studio. Okay, so how should we sing this? Should we do
Let's say
traditional
Yeah,
or
it's
Carbon Leaf
purple.
style?
let's let the kids start. Traditional.
How do you want to sing Happy Birthday?
What's Carbon Leaf style?
Happy birthday to you.
Just don't get when you're singing. Don't get too hot on the mic.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Mommy and Luna.
Joyce finishing Clark and Luna.
That was fantastic.
I could sing in a microphone.
That was amazing.
All
All right,
right,
everybody. Thanks for tuning in for the
dude, this
Carbon
was
Leaf
so
live
much
stream.
fun, y'all.
So good.
Thanks for the support. Big love. Everybody be safe out there, and we hope to see you guys really, really, really soon, and we appreciate the support.
Stay safe. An apple a day and a carbon leaf COVID mask keeps the doctor away.
That's
And
what
like
I've heard.
and 3 glasses of milk, says Scarlett's doctor.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he prescribed.
How about almond milk? Does almond milk do the same thing?
Sure.
I think so. All right, guys. Have a good one.
If you inject almond milk directly into your veins, it actually.
I've heard that. I read that in my diary.
I read that too.
See
It's
you guys.
Kelsey. Yum.
See you guys. Thank you.